Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cappers Nation live. Ready to rock. Ready to roll. Don't mind that countdown timer. We don't need that. Who's ready to rock and roll this morning? Who's ready? The faceless version of Cappers Nation Live is here. The prettier version where you don't get to look at my ugly mug. Just kidding. Surprise! What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Sunday. It is game day. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to rock and roll. It's a little gloomy outside. Dark and gloomy, just the way we like it, before we absolutely murder the books. Get that music off in the background. Go Argentina, baby! Hold on one second. One second. Blake, good morning. Alex, good morning. Manuel, good morning. Joe Dirt, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Trying to connect this computer to the internet. I lost it. Weird. Give me 1 second. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. It's Sunday. Some World Cup action going. What channel is the World Cup on? Anybody know? Jesus, what's going on, man? Oh, there it is. There it is. Turn on the ending of it. Glare. 2-0 still. I'd like to see one more goal, preferably by Argentina. Blake says the Bucks win today. I think that's going to be a good game. I'm going to be honest. I think we get a lot of really good games. I think we get a lot of really good games today. There was a lot of not so good games the last couple of weeks. I think today we get a really good slate of games. That I do. Brad, thanks for signing up for the NFL Game of the Year, my personal play Game of the Year. Kirby as well. Chris Williams, Mr. Brackens, Eric, Raul, Todd, Shane, Corey, the other Eric. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alex as well, getting it early in the week. Jesus says Jets win today with Wilson 3 TDs. That one I don't know if I necessarily agree with. But I think he's definitely going to have to make a statement. That's for sure. A lot of twists and turns yesterday with the bowl games. Generally, the dogs are cashing. And that was not the case yesterday. Although BYU cashed. BYU won outright. They got that one. How about the Vikings game? What a fucking nightmare, huh? Down 33-0. Come back, tie it. Punt it away. and end up winning by 3. What a crazy game that was. An absolute crazy game. All right, so here's the plan. I'm not going to be live for too long. We're going to break down a couple of games, put you guys on the right side of Sunday football, and see what kind of damage we can do today. I think there's some games that just look way too easy. But then again, sometimes when they're too easy and they look too easy, they're not. Brad says Tennessee +3 looks real appealing. And I cannot lie on that one. It definitely does. 1 second. Connecting. I had to bring another iPad. I don't know where the work iPad is. Let me make sure I brought mine. Incorrect password. Hold on. Nothing works. It's like it's somebody screwing with us here. There we go. Got the World Cup on. Alex says, I agree with you, Brad. I'm on the same play. I haven't bet it yet, but I like it. And the Titans have made me a lot of money this year. However, their last 3 games have cost me some dough. Losing to Jacksonville, and not just losing, getting smoked by Jacksonville last week, 36-22. Before that, getting smoked by the Eagles, I stayed away from that game, 35-10. And then the game against the Bengals, where they lost 20-16. If you guys remember, we had the Titans on the money line on that game. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what we had. And they were +1.5, roughly. Was definitely a game that cost me some money. They're definitely appealing, +3 on the road, SoFi Stadium. Lost 3 in a row. Desperate for a win. First in the AFC South. I mean, I like the Titans. I don't have a dollar on that game yet. I mean, both 7-6. Tennessee 8-5 against the spread to the 7-6 of LA. Titans averaging just 18.5 points a game. That's the problem. If you're only scoring 18 points a game, you're not winning. We're not winning enough. Chargers averaging not much more than that. 22.7. Chargers averaging a measly 84 rushing yards a game. What is that? 3.7 yards per carry. And 273 in the air at 6.3 yards per passing attempt. And then that Titans offense, which has definitely been lacking and struggling, averaging 121 rushing yards a game, obviously led by, Derrick Henry himself, averaging 4.3 yards per carry. Then they're averaging just 176 in the air at 6.7 yards per passing attempt. The Titans 8-2 against the spread their last 10 games after a conference straight-up loss. And the Titans 9-1 to the over their last 10 games on the road after a straight-up loss. The last 10 times the Titans have played after losing a game, 9 of those 10 have gone over the total. In the last 6 times the Chargers have hosted the Titans, they've all covered the spread that the Chargers have. In all 6 games. When you take a look and you focus in on some defense, Tennessee holding teams to a moderate 21.2 points per game, a little over 3 scores a game. 25.1 is what the Chargers have been giving up. Chargers give up 147 a game on the ground at 5.4 yards per carry, which every single time so far where I'm saying yeah, this team's going to run all over the other team, they seem to change up the game plan. They don't run the damn ball. They should have every opportunity to run against that Chargers front line. They give up 213 in the air at 6.8 yards per passing attempt. And then the Titans defense gives up what? A measly 81 rushing yards a game, 3.6 yards a carry, 284 in the air, 7 yards. That's where old Herbert will have his way through the air. 6 turnover differential, -2 for the Titans, +4 for the Chargers. When it comes to this one, I do lean on the Titans. I do. I don't see them losing 4 in a row and spiraling down, but I didn't see them losing 3 in a row either. So to me, I'll probably back away and stay away from it. Oh, man. I'm yawning this morning. Late night party last night. But yeah, so to me, it's a stay away. But if you made me choose, I would choose the Titans, 100%. I'm just afraid of them dropping the 4th in a row because I say there's no way they lose 3 in a row, and they lose 3 in a row. So for me to say, yeah, they can't lose 4 in a row, they'll lose 4 in a row. So to me, it's easier if I just steer clear of it. Personal opinion. But if you made me choose, I choose the Titans. As far as the side goes, 46.5. Over. Titans haven't been able to stop anybody lately. But then again, they haven't really been able to put up anything. But that one trend, Tennessee 9-1 to the over in their last 10 games on the road after a straight-up loss. If I was going to do anything, I'd bet the over. I would definitely bet the over on this one. I could see the Titans giving up some points. Chargers are going to give up points just because it's the Chargers. Rolling down a couple. So that way we can get through a few. Eagles and the Bears. Eagles laying 8.5 on the road. I keep saying the Eagles this, the Eagles that, on the road. There's no way they cover this big spread. And they just fucking blow people out. Blow out the Giants 48-22. 48-22 in their last game. Last week. Whew. I like the Eagles. I don't want to bet on them because they're laying 8.5. Throw it in a teaser. I like it. In a teaser opportunity, I like it. A lot of money rolling on the Eagles. A lot of money rolling on the Eagles. Alex says, I think the Saints laying 3 is an easy winner. I think there's a few nice ones. And Alex, I know you're on one side of them, or on one of the games that I think is really easy, and that's obviously my NFL game of the year, which I wouldn't put out if I didn't think it was going to be a nice, easy one. But you guys already know that. I wouldn't put it out if I didn't think it was going to be big and easy. Because that's the way we like it. That's the way we like them when it comes to the games of the year. Big and easy. Saints against the Falcons? You know, if you're gandering at that one, Falcons were a covering machine. And then obviously they're what? 1-6 in their last 7 games against the spread. They've won 1 out of their last 3 games. Who'd they beat? They beat Washington. Sorry, excuse me, Chicago. The Saints just 4-9 straight up, 5-8 against the spread. At home this year, they've got what? 2 wins? 3 wins. Most recently beating the Rams at home. Just spent 2 games on the road losing to San Francisco 13-0. They lost in a nail biter to the Buccaneers last week 17-16. Excuse me, 2 weeks ago. I do like the Saints. I like them today. I just don't think I could bet on them. Yeah, penalty shot coming up, and we could use the goal. What corner is he going to? Top right. Oh, he got it. Cash that over, baby. Argentina. $10 minutes plus stoppage time left. Should be a good last 10 minutes plus some extra time. Hold on. Anthony says 2-1. Yep. Cash that over, baby. Cash that over. We had Croatia plus the money yesterday. Hold on. Somebody asked what I was doing, so I have to send a picture. People believe I don't work on a Sunday. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lordy. We've got a game. I gotta watch this replay, then we'll get back to the breakdowns. Hold on. Wow. What a goal. And I don't like it. Wow. All right, back to the breakdowns. So, if you made me choose anything, I'd probably say the Saints. However, I mean, listen to this stat. Atlanta is 7-0 against the spread versus an opponent after a close, straight-up loss of 3 points or less. Take that stat. 7-0. Also, Atlanta 8-2 to the under their last 10 games against decent rushing teams averaging more than 4.3 yards per carry. Yeah, Argentina's, look at that look. They thought they were coasting to victory up 2-0. Now they got to play. Now we got a game for 10 minutes, 7 minutes plus stoppage time. We got a game, folks. So, if I did anything on this game, it would be the Saints and the under. Again, leans and leans. I mean, not even leans that I want to bet on. All right, not even leans that I want to bet on. Back to the Eagles and the Bears. I like the points. The over, that is. I think we see some points in that game. I think the Eagles definitely try and keep it rolling. Uh-oh. Ooh. Talk about missing the header. Woo! Cowboys and the Jags. I seen somebody saying the Jags +4 at home, easy money. The Cowboys always scare me. You guys already know that. If you've been around the block a time or two with me, you already know the Cowboys scare me. They're 10-3, 8-5 against the spread. They've won 4 straight. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games, with their only loss coming by way of a 31-28 knockout by the Packers. They beat the Giants 28-20. Right? Yeah, 28-20. Before that, it was 40-3 against Minnesota. They just beat Houston 27-23 in a close game. They beat the Colts 54-19. I mean, smoking teams. Last 3 went over. 5 out of the last 6 went over. To me, it would be Dallas or bust. But the 4 is a decent amount. The Jags have covered 3 out of their last 5 games. They covered against the Titans, obviously. They won that game outright by 14. They covered against the Ravens when they were catching, 3? They beat them outright, 28-27. And they covered against the Raiders when they beat the Raiders 27-20. And they were catching 2.5. They have been a dog in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their 6th straight game being a dog. Before that, they were a favorite for 2 times. You're definitely getting your money's worth in this World Cup game. Uh-oh. Okay. I gotta see the replay of this one. A little diving. Anthony, definitely what a game. Dallas 6-1 against spread their last 7 games on the road versus an opponent before having to play the Jets. Jacksonville gets the Jets next week. And get this stat, Jacksonville 10-0 to the under at home against prolific scoring teams averaging 27 points a game or more. The last 10 games that the Jags have been at home against a team that scores more than 27 points a game, they are 10-0 to the under. Dallas averaging 27.7. They're also averaging 144 yards a game on the ground, 4.7 yards per carry, and 6.8 yards per passing attempt at 215 yards in the air. And then there's Jacksonville, averaging 22.6 points a game. Averaging 122 a game on the ground, 4.7 yards per carry. Another team that's going to run the ball. In the air, they're averaging 235 in the air at 6.6 yards per passing attempt. The defenses, this is where this game is going to be won. Hey, Zeus, that is a hell of a little same-game parlay there. Congrats, brother. Plus 609. That is absolutely beautiful. That is a beautiful one. That is a beautiful hit right there. The defenses. Dallas's defense average is giving up 17.6. They gave up 23 in their last game, 19 before that, 20 before that. They're getting this stat because of a couple games where they gave up 6 to the Lions and 3 to the Vikings. They had a couple game stretch where they gave up 10 apiece to the Washington, whatever we want to call them these days, Commodores, and the Rams. Other than that, they're going to give up some points today. Jacksonville's going to put up points. Jacksonville's going to put up 3 touchdowns, at least, in my opinion. Hey, we're all go Argentina, baby. Come on, we're all. Most of us here are probably rooting for Argentina. I don't have them in regulation. I've got them to win the cup. And then obviously cash the over. But what I like in this game, I think there's going to be points. I know the stat, Jacksonville 10-0 to the under. Their last 10 games at home against a prolific scoring team, yada, yada, yada. I think Dallas scores. They get their 24 to 27 points. Minimum. But I think Jacksonville puts up at least their 3 touchdowns throughout the game. They're going to get their 19 to 22 points somewhere along the lines. So over 48.5. Double check the line. But to me, that's money. Over 48, excuse me, over to our friends at DraftKings. Sergio, that's what I've got. I had the over 2.5, and then now Argentina to lift the cup. That's it. So putting in this in the comment section. Dallas and Jacksonville over 48. Free play. Dallas, Jacksonville over 48. The Time Traveler says Chargers lane 3. Lock of the day. Crazy ending to the game. All right, folks. That is the free play. Rolling down the list real quick. Lions and the Jets. I like the Lions. I think the Lions win today. Lions have been playing great. 4-1 in their last 5. Personally, I think the Lions actually went out the rest of the season. And end up 10-7 when it's all said and done. Man, that momentum completely is just downhill in favor of France. Yeah, Jesus, he is. Wow. The Lions have been playing great ball. And I think that continues today throughout the rest of the season. Woo! Wow, that's some action. Going down the rest of the list. Steelers and the Panthers. Stay away to me. Don't even fucking care about it. Chiefs and the Texans. Chiefs laying 14. The old Chiefs laying 14 against Houston. Houston 6-7 against the spread. I mean, they gave up 15 to what? Miami? I mean, they got beat by 15. Got beat by 18 by the Raiders earlier in the year. 2 touchdowns is a lot. Kansas City's done it 3 times this year. Starting with that first game against Arizona when they slaughtered them. I don't think they cover the 2 touchdowns. Scott, good morning, sir. I don't think the Chiefs cover 2 touchdowns today. They'd probably blow them out with my luck by saying that, but I'm not going to lay. I'm not going to lay the juice on it. Brandon says, I got Kansas City team total in the first quarter over 6.5. I like them to get a touchdown in the first quarter. Especially if, they get the coin toss and or they receive first, excuse me. But again, free play. Scott, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We're going to be cashing big on that one. Same thing, Sean, Kurt, Chai Yang, Brian, Brad, Kirby, Mr. Williams. Yeah, Jesus, they did. Let him come back. All right, guys, free play. It's up up in the comment section. Dallas and Jags over 48 all day long. My save. That's what I have for you today, folks. If you're on my personal plays, they're going to be out in 15 minutes. Personal plays will be out in 15 minutes. I'll have them to you here shortly. watching the game. Alex, we're going to cash good on it. We're going to cash big on it. That's for sure. If you're not on it, go get it. NFL Game of the Year. You have until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. What do I think about the Titans? Rewind. We discussed them already. Do I like the over in the Kansas City game? Over 48.5, yeah. I think they both score. Uh-oh. Here we go. What a crazy game. All right, folks, I'm out. Enjoy your day. If you're on my personal plays, I'll be out in 15 minutes. All right, guys? If you're not, go get on them. It's going to be a fun day today. Money-making day. Good luck, everybody.